Hey, Joanna. You know next month's mommy lunch. Can we talk about it for a second?
You're in charge of that one, right? What's up?
What? No, I'm not in charge of it. Millie's mom is. But the thing is, don't you think Millie's mom's tastes are a bit, let's say simple? I'm kind of worried we're gonna end up at some dingy diner or something.
Sure, I guess I know what you mean. But I thought the brewery that she chose last time was really nice.
No way! Plus, that was at night. The only thing that place did right was the lighting. Even dingy places like that will look good with dim lighting. But there's no way real influencers would be satisfied with a place like that.
Oh, I see.
I knew you would. So that's why I was thinking that it would be nice if you chose the next lunch spot instead.
Well, I don't really eat out that much. I'm not sure I can find a good place.
There's no need to be modest. I bet you eat out all the time, with your husband being a hotshot executive and all. I heard you guys stayed at the Four Seasons in Orlando.
Oh, that's not what it sounds like. We took Sam for his birthday. It was a special occasion kind of thing.
Sure, I get it. Anyway, I was hoping you could suggest the kind of nice restaurant you might go to for a special occasion.
You want the lunch to be at an expensive restaurant?
Exactly. Quality costs, am I right? Be it makeup or appliances or what have you.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But to be honest, I don't think I can spend that kind of money on lunch. I think it would be difficult on the other mothers as well. I'm not sure it's very realistic.
How should I put this, Joanna? I know that your husband has a really good job, but I don't think that makes it okay for you to look down on the rest of us.
Hey, I said I'm not able to spend that kind of money on lunch either. I just think it would be best to try and make lunch as fun and affordable as we can.
I have to disagree with you. In general, 1 or 2 lunches shouldn't throw anyone's family finances into disarray. If it does, it's just a sign of that person's lack of good judgment. A good wife, nay, a good mother, should be able to cut loose and enjoy herself. And besides, next month's lunch is going to double as my birthday party! So, I'm hoping people don't mind splurging a bit.
Oh, that's right. Well, in that case...
That's the spirit! So, what's the best restaurant that you've been to in this town?
Got it. There's a really great vegan place called Ambiguity on 110th Street. I think it'll be right up your alley.
Ambiguity? I think I've heard of it.
We went there for our anniversary last year. It definitely needs a reservation. It's a Michelin star and has shown up in the top 3 restaurant lists a bunch of times for the city.
Ooh, perfection. That's exactly what I had in mind. Let's go there.
I think we should definitely get the go-ahead from everyone else ahead of time. Even lunch is pretty expensive there.
Don't be such a negative Nancy, Joanna. But, all right. I'll ask them.
I can't help it, sorry. Let me know as soon as you get everyone's approval, and I'll make the reservation.
Oh, don't worry about the reservation. I'll take care of it.
Oh? Okay, just so you know, this is one of those restaurants where they ask for a credit card deposit when you make the reservation. Is that all right?
Reservation deposit? Is that a thing?
For certain places. I think it's to prevent people from canceling last minute, or making multiple reservations, or things like that.
Oh, yeah, maybe I've heard of that. Do you get the deposit back?
Kind of. Usually it's just applied to the bill at the end.
Ugh, why didn't you say so earlier? No problem then. I'll take care of it.
Got it. I'll leave it to you then.
It's going to be a birthday to remember. Thanks, Joanna.
It was nothing. Glad to help. Hey, Ellie. I hate to have to bring this up, but when can I get that money I lent you for the last lunch back?
Oh, sorry about that. I totally forgot about that. I forgot my wallet that day, right? How much was it again?
$58.
Really? Just $58?
You're really messaging me over such a trifling amount? Huh? Well, I guess so. However much it is money.
Wow, you just said it, huh? Okay, Shylock.
Excuse me?
What? $58 is nothing. If it were me, I wouldn't say anything, even if you never gave it back to me. I bet you get called cheap a lot, huh?
Actually, no. And if I was actually cheap, I wouldn't have lent you any money in the first place.
Whatever. I had the wrong idea about you, I guess. I thought you were one of those rich and glamorous types who doesn't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, you had the wrong idea. I'm just a regular person.
You mean you're just a regular penny pincher? I'm so disappointed.
Well, be that as it may. Please be sure to pay it back. Even if you don't think it's much, you did borrow it, and I expect it back.
Oh, you don't give up, do you? Yeah, I got it. I'll mail a check tonight. How does that sound?
I'd prefer if you just gave it to me directly. Who knows how long it'll take in the mail?
Come on. It's not like it's going to run off anywhere. You think the check is going to jump out of your dirty money-grubbing mailbox or something? Really? You're too much.
No, of course not. Whatever. Just mail it soon.
Don't get huffy now.
Also, I think I'm going to have to cancel on the next lunch. I don't really appreciate you talking to me like this.
No problem. Actually, I'm not sure I actually want to go to a place you recommended anymore now. I think a venue change is in order. Maybe to a nice Italian restaurant or something.
You do whatever you like.
After I went through all the trouble of making the restaurant, though, you just cancel like that. You act just like a poor person. I bet you've just been looking for an excuse to cancel this whole time. Sorry I didn't notice your situation earlier.
That's enough. Bye.
Throwing in the towel already? Well, I'm sure you'll feel sorry when you see the pictures we put up on Insta. Ta-ta! Hey, Joanna! Where are you?
At the grocery store? I just finished work.
I need you to get over to Ambiguity right away. We have a situation here.
So you ended up going there after all, huh? What happened?
We just finished eating, but they won't let me bill the lunch to you.
What?
I told them to just send you the bill, but they won't do it. The person who recommends the restaurant foots the bill, right? But no matter how many times I tell them that, they keep telling me I have to pay it. Ugh, I have no idea how a place this backwards could end up with a Michelin star.
I have no clue what you're talking about right now. If you eat at a restaurant, you have to pay for it. Why don't you quit bothering the staff and pay your bill before you end up on TikTok? And why would you even try to bill me for it?
Because you're the one who told me about this place. Duh. Are you messing with me right now?
Here on Earth, the people who eat the food are the ones that pay for it. The person who told you about the restaurant has nothing to do with it. Is this supposed to be some kind of prank or something? Am I being filmed right now?
Seriously, are you messing with me right now? Am I being filmed right now?
God, I hope so. You're actually serious right now?
Of course. This is all your fault, so get over here and pay the bill.
Sorry, I can't. I told the kids I would take them to go see a movie. I'm sure it's not all that much if you guys all split it.
But everyone else has already left.
Why?
I told everyone it was my treat and sent them home. Baller, right?
So what you're saying is, you made the reservation expecting to push the whole bill onto me? And then you sent everyone home so that you could pretend that you were paying the bill yourself?
Now you get it. Is that really so bad?
I don't know what to say right now. Like, what is happening right now?
So, you're saying it was bad? But it's your fault for being a cheapskate. You didn't tell me it was going to be like $500 for just 3 people. Did you trick me?
I am so done with this. It looks like you've got no other choice but to call everyone and get them to come back.
We both know I can't do that. I already told them it was my treat. I can't tell them all to come back.
Well, then pay it yourself.
Oh, so I guess you're the kind of person who doesn't help those in need? Ugh, your poor family.
That's what I should be saying to you. I tell you what, I'll call your husband for you if you want.
What? Don't be stupid. I don't see how that would help anything.
Well, I'm all out of ideas then. Guess you have to pay your bill.
Come on, Joanna. Come help me. Are you just gonna let my children starve tomorrow?
What now? What was it you said before? If a lunch or two is enough to throw your budget into disarray, it just means you lack good judgment or something.
I never said anything of the sort.
The chat history begs to differ. Scroll up and take a peek.
This isn't time for your games, Joanna. If you don't come, well, let's just say it would be a shame if something were to happen to your kids.
Wow, you just up and said that. You're just gonna straight up threaten me.
Whatever, just get over here. Come pay this bill already. Don't you care what happens to your children?
Ellie, I'm afraid I can't make it. but the police are on their way.
What? Why? Why would the police be coming? Answer me. Hurry up!
Did you know my brother-in-law made the food that you ate?
Really? Your brother-in-law works here?
Yep. He sent me a message a minute ago. He said there's some woman refusing to pay her bill and mentioned my name. Apparently, this woman said that someone with my name was going to show up and pay the bill for her. Our last name isn't super common, so he figured it must be me. I explained things from my end, so he said he was going to file a police report.
What? A police report?
I explained to him very clearly I wasn't planning on paying your bill. By the way, you said you ran up a $500 bill for 3 people, right? The bill would have been much more manageable if you'd just chosen a cheaper course. I know there are cheaper courses. So that means that you chose the expensive course on purpose just to showboat. Or try and stick me with the biggest bill possible. Or more likely, a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Don't mess with me right now. That's it. I'm leaving. This is all your fault, you know. I didn't do anything wrong. Make sure you tell that to the police.
You could just tell them yourself when they arrest you for theft or whatever. Good Lord, you really are something else. Like, literally, who does this? Anyway, just stay there. I'm on my way. I'll explain everything to the police, and I'll show them this conversation. Oh, and by the way, I never got that check you supposedly sent for the last lunch. Also, by the way, naturally, I'm going to tell them about the whole threatening my children thing. And don't bother trying to unsend any of the messages. I've already screenshotted everything.
Hold up. I'm sorry, all right? So let's just talk about this first. Our kids are friends. That means we're friends, right? Please, just spot me the money.
After you've spent all this time bad-mouthing me, you think I'm gonna lend you more money? After threatening my children, you think I'm gonna give you money? Yeah, you're a piece of work. But look on the bright side. Just like you wanted, you're about to have an unforgettable birthday. When I got to the restaurant, the police were already there. According to what I could gather, apparently, Ellie had dinner once with her older sister and her family. Ellie's brother-in-law said that the dinner was his treat because he suggested the restaurant. Ellie took that to mean that's how restaurants work, and so hatched a plan to use that rule to stick me with the bill. I ended up apologizing profusely to my own brother-in-law and the restaurant owner, but they were both very nice about it. Despite everything, they still thanked me for recommending the restaurant to people. Then the police took Ellie off of our hands. The incident exposed Ellie's true nature to her husband, who until that point thought she was a pretty great wife, and now I hear they're on the brink of getting a divorce. My husband and I had been thinking about moving once our son graduated from school anyway, so it looks like we don't need to worry about any more trouble from Ellie. And next time, I'll be sure to be more careful choosing neighborhood friends.
Everett, this is your number, right? It's Jessie. Long time no see.
Huh? Jessie? As in, my ex, Jessie?
You remember me! I'm so glad.
I remember you, but not because I want to. What do you want? I can't believe you messaged me again. You're really gonna pretend to be buddy-buddy after you cheated on me and cleaned out my bank accounts?
That was years ago. I'm sorry. But I told you, it was because I was lonely. You were working all the time. You never paid any attention to me.
So your first reaction is to bring men over to our house and sleep with them? I don't care how long ago it was. I'll never forgive you for what you did.
I understand that. I didn't message you to try to get you to forgive me for what I did.
Who did you get my contact info from?
That's not important right now. Just listen to me. I want to talk to you about your mom.
Huh?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think I found your mom.
You're kidding, right? You found my mom?
That's right.
You expect me to believe that?
I figured you'd say that. But I just want you to hear me out. And remember, I'm not 100% sure. But I changed jobs. I do nursing care now. And there's the 60-year-old part-timer that I work with sometimes. Her last name is Foster. That's your mom's maiden name, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but...
See? I remember you telling me that when we were together. And while working with this person, she told me she's divorced. And that she has a son who she hasn't seen since he was a little kid. She even told me her son's name is Everett.
Yeah, right. This has gotta be a joke.
I was surprised too. I debated contacting you again to tell you or not. But I remember you telling me when we were married how much you wanted to see her again. I assumed you still hated me. That's why I hesitated on contacting you, but I thought you should know. I know what I did to you was terrible. I'm not surprised if you still hate me.
I'm sorry. When you messaged me just now, I immediately started fighting with you instead of hearing you out.
Don't worry about it. I think anyone who's exed it to them what I did to you would react the same way. I'm sorry too. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to meet her?
Well, yeah, I think. But I want to see her again. Sorry, this is just so sudden. I need some time to process all this. She left my dad and me when I was in first grade, and nobody knew where she went. If she did that, she probably doesn't want to see me ever again.
I understand why you're hesitant. Don't worry. I didn't say anything to Miss Foster about you. Take your time and think about this. When you've decided what you want to do, message me back. Okay?
Okay. Thanks for all this.
Oh, you don't have to thank me. After what I did to you, you don't have to be grateful for anything I do. I know how bad it was. Listen, you don't have to speak to me ever again if you don't want to. Once you've decided what you want to do, just message me. I won't say anything back. If you decide you want to meet this Miss Foster, I'll tell her about you and give her your contact info. If you decide you don't want to meet her, I won't. It's as simple as that. I'll be waiting for your message. Is this Everett's number? My name is Louise Foster. Jessie gave me your contact info, so I messaged you.
Yes, this is Everett. Are you really my mom?
Everything seems to point to that conclusion. All the stuff Jessie told me about you lines up with what I know about my son. At this point, I don't have any proof, so I can't say I'm 100% sure. But your father is Jack, isn't he? I left when you were only 7 years old, and your dad worked for McDermott Construction at that time.
Yeah, that's right. It's all right.
I know it's too late to say this now, but Everett, I'm sorry. I just didn't know what to do, so I left.
You don't have to apologize, Mom. There was a time in my life when I thought I could never forgive you for leaving us, but I'm sure you had your reasons. I'm not a child anymore, so I understand that. I just want to know what happened.
A lot of things have happened since then. It's been almost 30 years, hasn't it? I heard that your dad died 7 years ago. I'm sorry for not going to his funeral. I didn't keep in touch with anyone, so I had no idea that he even died until long after his funeral.
I see. So that's why nobody at the funeral had any idea where you were either. So, anyway, what have you been doing this whole time? And why did you run away? Is it okay for me to ask?
It's not a very interesting story, but I've been by myself this whole time. And I guess you deserve an explanation as to why I left. So I'll tell you. I left because Jack was cheating on me.
Huh? My dad? He cheated?
I'm sorry. I know that's not what you wanted to hear. I know you always looked up to your dad. He was like a hero to you when you were young. But I just couldn't forgive him for what he did. I couldn't bear to look at his face anymore. He broke my heart. At first, I thought about taking you with me when I left, but I didn't think there was any way I could support a child on my own. I wasn't working when I was with your dad. It was a struggle for me just to support myself when I left. I'm really sorry.
Mom, it's okay. I had no idea that he had done that. This whole time, I thought that you were to blame. I thought you just didn't want me.
That's not true at all. I never stopped thinking about you. I always wanted to see you again. But I knew there was no way I could. And after all this time, I wondered if you even wanted to see me again or not.
Of course I did. I still do. I want to see you again. But I just need a little time. To suddenly meet up again after all this time. It's just, I don't know how to put it.
Don't worry. I understand what you mean.
Let's just keep contacting each other like this for a while. Until I'm ready to meet in person. I want to see you. I do.
Everett, you're so kind to give me another chance. You were always a sweet little boy. I'm glad to see things haven't changed after all these years. So, let's do that. Let's keep texting each other for a while. Until you're ready. I want to see you too.
Sorry, Mom. I need some time to process this. So let's call it a night for now. I'll message you again later. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Take all the time you need. I'll be waiting for you. Everett? You haven't been responding to my messages lately. What's wrong? Do you not want to talk to your mom anymore?
What?
Everett! Thank goodness. I thought maybe you were never going to talk to me again. Were you busy with work?
Well, I was busy with a lot of things.
I see. Try not to work too hard. You've had to put up with enough difficulties in your life already.
You sure do know a lot about me.
Of course. I'm your mom. So, Everett, I've got something I need to talk to you about. That's why I've been trying to contact you so much these past few days.
Oh yeah, I remember you said there was something you wanted to discuss with me.
Yeah. It's really difficult for me to say this, but I haven't been feeling well for a while, so I went to the doctor last week to have some tests done. The results came back, and I just found out the other day that they have to do some surgery on me. If I don't, I'll die. I've already been admitted to the hospital.
What? You're sick?
Yeah. And after just finding my son after all this time. I'm so sorry. And the thing is, I need you to lend me $30,000 for the surgery. You've got a good job, and you said you're doing really well, right? I think I'll be able to get a lot of it back through my insurance, but that'll take some time. And I don't know how much they'll cover anyway. Plus, I won't be working the whole time I'm in the hospital recovering, so I'll need the money for my regular bills too. Is there any way you can help me out? I don't think I can do all of this on my own.
Is that so?
I'm afraid so.
So that's how you're gonna come at me.
Huh?
My mom died last week. I know it's you, Jesse. You can stop with this stupid charade. I know you bought a second cell phone so you could pull this stunt. If you had enough money to do that, you should have just paid off some of your debt with it. Goodbye.
Everett? What's going on? I'm not Jessie. I'm your mom.
If you're really my mom, then you won't mind answering your phone and talking to me, right? I think I know the answer, but why won't you answer your phone? Even when I asked if I could call and talk to you before, you refused. It's because you know you can't fake my mom's voice, isn't it? Of course it is.
That's not it. Your mom really is sick. She just couldn't bring herself to ask you for help. That's why she lent me her phone to talk to you for her. I'm just acting as a go-between for you two for the moment.
You're despicable. I told you my real mom died already, didn't I? I got a call from my mom's lawyer last week saying that she died and left some things to me in her will. That's my proof. Where is yours? I've already gone and picked up everything she left to me. I saw her empty house. She still had pictures of me as a child up on her walls. Does this person you claim to be a go-between for have any proof that she's really my mom?
Well, I don't know anything about that. I figured she didn't need to prove anything to me if she had already proved it to you.
So, you're still trying to keep up this charade? Whatever. This whole time I haven't been responding to your messages. I've been looking into you. You cheated on me, stole all my money, and ran away. And when you finally married another guy, you cheated on him too, didn't you? And that's why he's suing you right now, huh? But not only that, you were hiding a massive debt from him that you said you had from before he married you. That's why you figured you'd try to scam me out of even more money, huh? 'Cause you wanted an easy way out of the hole you dug for yourself.
How do you know all that? And how dare you stick your nose into my personal business? I hate you!
I can say the exact same thing to you. You pretended to be my long-lost mom, and you told me lies about my dad cheating on my mom, all because you were trying to scam money out of your ex-husband. And you only did all of that because you found out I'm doing really well now, and you wanted a piece of it. You're a horrible person, through and through.
Oh, shut up. Like I care what you think. But you know what? Even I didn't think you were stupid enough to go along with my charade as long as you did. You're even more gullible than I had originally thought. You're pathetic. Well, I guess there's no point in me wasting my time talking to you anymore, so...
Oh, so you want to act like you've won this, huh? That's fine with me. I guess you don't want me to help you. You know what? I'm doing really well right now. I've got lots of extra money I can throw around. I was thinking that if you were honest with me and admitted to trying to scam me, I might actually help you out. But if that is how you want to be...
Huh? Really? Well, the truth is, I really am in some financial trouble right now. I figured that if anyone could help me out, it would be you. I'm sorry for pretending to be your mom. I should have been honest with you in the first place. I mean it. So, will you really help me out? Please? Wait, is it okay if I call you so we can talk about this?
No, 'cause I'm not helping you.
Huh? But you said you would. What about my money? You said if I admitted to trying to scam you, you'd help me.
Ugh. Jesse, you need to be more careful. It seems you're even more gullible than me. I shouldn't have been surprised that the person who stole all my money 5 years ago would show up and try again. But honestly, I never saw it coming. It's not even that she betrayed me like that the first time that makes me upset. It's the fact that she came back, and I fell for her lies again. I really am gullible, aren't I? I guess I'm just too trusting of other people. When my mom was alive, I really did want to see her again. I think that's why I wanted to believe Jesse so badly. But last week, when my real mom's lawyer contacted me out of the blue, I was able to get the real story. The timing was unbelievable. That's when I knew my ex had tricked me again. So, I hired a private detective to look into what was going on with her. I found out she really was working in nursing care, but there was no one she worked with the same last name as my mom. The detective told me all about Jessie cheating on her second husband and being sued for compensation money because of it, as well as all the debt she had kept hidden from her new husband. People like that just never seem to learn. After Jessie's attempt to scam me out of more money, I blocked both numbers she had been contacting me on. I know she doesn't have the money to buy a third cell phone, so I'm sure I won't be hearing from her again. I reported her to the police for the scam she tried to pull on me for $30,000. Hopefully, they'll do something about it. I'd love it if she got arrested for doing that to me. I was really shocked that while all this was going on, I was contacted by my real mom's lawyer about her will. If it wasn't for that, I likely wouldn't have found out the truth. At least, not until it was too late. I guess I can thank my mom for that. I wonder if it was just a coincidence, or if it was her looking out for her son one last time.